Movie night. Is that right? Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Go watch a movie. Movie night.
That might have been my least favorite one of those yet.
Yeah. I think
we need to get it recorded.
We gotta get it
Just
recorded.
send it, it's done.
Well, I just like scroll into a random part of the song and just hope we hit the chorus.
It starts at like 30.
Oh, okay, so you hit the first one. All right. Well, we're back
With The Last of Us episode 2. And I'm enjoying it.
Oh, it's a
I don't know if I
fantastic
can give it a
show.
rating, but there are some things that I've noticed that I don't like about this show. And I don't
Oh, we already got some qualms.
I don't want to burst bubbles, but we'll just go ahead and say it. The only cuss word they use is the F word.
And the girl uses it exclusively.
Exclusively.
I'm
but then I started
14.
realizing-
I'm effing 14.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
You
Really?
get it? You're 14.
Yeah.
I was 14 once too.
Yeah. She loves the F word.
No, but they all do. Because at first I was like, oh, this girl only says the F word. But then I started listening around.
So you
town.
just hate that they only say the F word.
They only say the F word. There's so many better words.
Well, in episode 1, you gonna start listing them off. Episode 1, it ends when they escape with the girl to head outside of the city of Boston. And this one opens up back in 2003, and they're in Indonesia.
Oh yeah.
Cool scene. So they
that was
take this lady, the Indonesian police take this lady into custody, and she's like, "What's going on? Am I arrested?" And they're like, "No." You find out that she's like a biology teacher or something.
I forget what she was. She's a mushroom teacher.
Yeah, she teaches fungi.
Yeah, she just knows about mushrooms.
And so they show her this thing, and she's like, "Where'd you get this sample?" And they were like, "A human." And she's like, "This doesn't grow in humans." And so then they show her the human, and she freaks out because she sees that this fungus has gone nuts.
Oh, that was
in it.
intense. They said, so we need like a vaccine, we need some medicine, we need something to slow this down.
Oh,
And the
but
lady
first,
was like,
so before you talk about that, when she's looking at that body and she's like examining the body that's taken over, the zombie, and did you think it was going to come to life?
I thought it was definitely going to
I
come
thought that
to life,
her fingers went into its mouth. And I was like, oh, there goes your fingy.
Yeah, but they had shot in its head after it became a zombie. That's death. Still.
I saw those other zombies got shot tons of times
Were they like
later in the
mushroom
episode.
head?
Oh, yeah.
So once they go full mushroom head, they got a little bit more potency to them.
So then they do take, the lady leaves and the guy's like, we need a vaccine or something. She's like, listen here.
Bomb.
Oh, yeah, I love how she said bomb. Me and Taylor kept on saying it. Bomb. What, I mean, because the rest of it is all in Indonesian. And then he's like, so what are we supposed to do? And she's just like, bomb.
She said another word, just like one English word, but I forget, like search or something.
Yeah, she's like, there's no vaccine. I've studied these my whole life. We're screwed. You got to blow our ass up. And she said, can someone take me home? I'd like to spend time with my family. And I was like, damn, this lady
screwed.
really thinks that they need to blow up.
Oh yeah, she was ready for it too. I mean, she was about to stop the spread right then and there. Shout out to her, but
so me and Taylor were like, well, I guess they didn't listen to the bomb. But later it flashed forwards back to when Joel, what's the girl's name?
It was too late.
I'm glad they explained that though. So they're outside the city gates of Boston and they're like into like downtown, the current Boston. Now they're into downtown and there's these big skyscrapers that have fallen over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how would that happen? It's only been 20 years.
Right.
But then they're like, oh, is this crater from the bomb? And that makes more sense.
Well, I think they bombed for sure, but that was in Boston. I bet they just bombed way too late. At that point,
they said it worked there. I think it worked well for Boston.
Yeah, but in some places it didn't.
But I'm just glad because the scenery in this show is beast.
Oh, like when the building fell over, you're like, how'd that building fall over?
Yeah. It was a bomb. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad they explained that because I was like, that looks cool, but like the building wouldn't fall over in 20 years.
Yeah.
But it was the bomb.
It was the bomb.
Also, like when it flashed forwards and she's sleeping on the grass. What's the girl's name? Do you know
Ellie.
Ellie. She's sleeping on the grass.
People do not like that actress.
Oh, really? She's
I
hated?
don't like the way she looks.
Oh, I was wondering about that. I thought she might. I'm not gonna hate on a 14-year-old
Hudson,
girl.
that was the first thing he said when he
Oh,
walked in
really?
the door. This girl's not very attractive.
Okay, freak. She's 14.
Yeah, should ask Hudson about that one.
There's a reason she's not on
Come
the
into
Disney
the
show. She's a serious actor.
She was on Game of Thrones,
yeah, and she
where
killed
she
a
also loved to
frickin'
curse.
ice giant zombie.
Oh, did she? I don't
She
remember
gets
that
crushed
part.
to death, and she's like and then stabs the dude.
Oh,
in the eye.
wow. That's
Killed
pretty
that
beast.
giant. Yeah.
Okay.
The people are hating on her for killing some mushroom giants just because she doesn't look like a.
Your
video game?
stereotypical hot chick.
How dare you?
How dare
Well,
you?
you want everyone to be played by Millie Bobby Brown? Millie Bobby Brown can't play every role. Gotta give some to Miss
This
Mormont.
gal. What's her name?
I called her Miss Mormont.
Ah.
I feel like that was her name. And
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
No,
was
no,
wrong.
no, no. That's someone else. That's the girl with the scales for her face,
Oof.
I think.
She could play good Ellie.
Yeah. So, anyways, but when she like wakes up when they flash forward and she's sleeping on grass, but it's inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Sick.
that looks pretty cool.
Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was liking where all the moss was ending up, like in the hotel and stuff. There was moss
Yeah.
everywhere.
And Joel is like dying to kill her, and then the other lady,
Trish or something. I think
yeah,
she's for the team.
she's like, it hasn't spread. So we should keep her alive, and we should go get our battery.
Yeah, she just wants to. She just wants that battery. She just wants the new car.
Yeah, and then they allude to so the girl's eating a chicken sandwich. Apparently, chicken doesn't exist in the zombie apocalypse.
No.
What?
Are they eating humans?
I don't think so, but she's like, "Is that chicken?"
What did they allude to?
Ellie's eating a sandwich, and she goes, "Is that chicken?" And she goes, "What? You guys don't have chicken? They got it back at QZ or whatever."
Yeah.
So she got that's like the good stuff. I think it's like limited to
Okay,
dish.
Cool. Whew. You said alluded to. I thought she was eating person.
I don't know what they're eating. Probably like pork or something. But for
At
whatever
that
reason,
point, some
chickens.
people have been eating people. I'd assume.
Oh, you think people eat people?
I don't know. It would be scary to like take that chance. I don't know how the mushroom thing is, but
So then, anyways, they allude back to they flash forward, and then they're in like the city area that's not guarded, and all the zombies live. And so then they're like on their mission.
what were they doing?
They're on a oh, so I am confused by why they were going up to like the floor 10 of that hotel. Is that what you're talking about?
I was wondering what they were doing when they looked down and the zombies were like all worming around on the ground together, like they were like, look at how many there were, and they were just like,
They're all connected, she said. She even says that.
yeah, but connected hive mind, not like connected hand in hand. But they were all just like overlapping.
I didn't
like,
know
laying
what
up
they
there.
were doing.
It was weird.
Yeah, they're like rolling around on
Acting
the
like
ground.
mushrooms.
Maybe they are. They're just fungus, until they find out someone's around. And when that one girl, Trish or whatever, says they're all connected, you're like, oh, well, that's going to come into play.
The girl, Ellie goes, this is when I kind of had some issues with her. The whole time, it's like she didn't understand what was going on. Because, like, she's talking, she's just having a blast, doing whatever. Then she goes into the hotel,
Starts kicking
starts
around.
ringing the bell, like, at the front. And I'm like, okay, well, this is where they're coming. Nobody shows up, but she was pissing me off.
I was wondering why, when she was ringing the bell, the Joel guy wasn't getting pissed off.
They seem pretty casual. About
Maybe because it
her
was in
having an
water.
outside voice.
Yeah. Like,
Because it's in water.
like the zombies weren't going to get them because that hotel was 3 feet underwater.
They can't run in water. It was like
You can't.
shin deep.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Mushrooms grow underwater.
For whatever reason, he did not seem like he
They
cared.
didn't care.
So they go and they see those zombies, and they're like, uh-oh, we got to go the other route. Time to go through the museum.
Huh? Yeah.
So then they get to the museum, and they like...
Was that the museum? That was the base.
No. So they go up to the hotel. They're planning on going one way. They go up to the hotel. They see all those hundreds of zombies laying on the ground. And they're like, oh, we got to go a different way. Let's go through the museum. So then they go through the museum, and then they see the fungus, and they're like, oh, it looks like the fungus is dead. There's probably no one on the inside because all the fungus is connected, you know? But then they go inside, and there's this guy who looks freshly creamed and, like, sliced to bits.
Yeah, but I don't know. Are there like rankings to these mushroom zombies? I'm just calling them.
Obviously.
So, but they know what's out there.
Yeah,
Can you
as
see
soon
it?
as they see that dude.
Like the Demogorgons?
Yeah.
Is that what they were talking about?
Who was talking about?
So it seems like a person gets bit, they
Uh-huh.
start growing mushrooms on their face, and then their face turns into a mushroom.
So Joel says that she's like, how long do they live when they become zombies?
Couple of
And he's
months.
like, a couple months, but some of them have lived 20 years. And I think if you're one of the ones who lives 20 years,
You got
you're.
mushroom dome.
I don't think it's a mushroom dome. I think that's their brains flipped inside out.
Oh.
Their eyes aren't there. And she says that some guys have their head split open in half. And
That was just a rumor, though, but I bet it's real, too.
you'd think that. I think that's their brains. It looks like brain.
I don't know.
So, anyways, they get there and they see this guy freshly creamed in the museum, and he knows, oh God, those really sketch zombies are in here, because that's when him and Trish start freaking out. They're like, from now on, we don't say a effing word, and then they start being really quiet and creep upstairs.
I like that part of the show. I like how the zombies can't see, but they hear really well.
Yeah, because their brains are covering their eyes.
Yeah.
He said, hey, they can't see you, but they can hear. And they,
Why would their brains cover their eyes, but not their ears?
I don't know. Couldn't tell
Because
you.
it's not their brains.
Dude, their head splits open inside out.
Yeah? How do you know that?
Because she says it, and then it looks like they got brains for face.
Yeah.
I think that they're, and so then they become like
I
super
think
beast
it's a freaking
zombies,
mushroom head.
and there was 2 of them in there,
Yeah.
and they attacked.
So you think one of those 2 attacked the guy downstairs, fresh meat?
Oh yeah, that's how they knew. That's how they knew that it was mushroom.
I thought
head.
there was something more serious than that out there, like like Lord of the Rings, like an orc level threat.
You think that like you could become a giant version?
Maybe.
Like 4 of them morph into one.
That'd be pretty sick.
I think that those brain faces are as bad as it
There
gets
is beast-
so far.
I don't know. Oh, so far for sure, but not as bad as it gets.
Oh,
They're gonna
hopefully it
tougher.
gets more done.
There's gonna be a boss.
Yeah.
It is a video game, so you would think there was like a boss at the end of the level.
Oh yeah, there's
But-
definitely got to be a boss zombie.
But is the boss zombie a zombie, or is the boss zombie the
Like
the
a-
Federation, the evil?
Oh,
military?
that's probably one of them. But what about this
Huh.
zombie bear?
Well, I saw those ducks flying around in the creek, and I was like, I wonder.
Like zombie ones or
No, just
in the
chilling.
show?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't recall.
they were in the little lake when they.
But
were
like,
in
what
the-
if animals can get zombied? That would be a pretty big boss.
Well, I saw 3 geese, and they weren't zombies. But if a zombie bear occurred,
Just
screw-
could have been the ones who were alive. Okay. Anyways, they're in the museum,
Yeah,
and those 2 mushroom faces attack them.
she messes up again. Ellie makes that noise.
Oh yeah, she's constantly messing up. Oh yeah, so they're hiding from her, and she breathes too loud.
Like
Yeah,
that, which
it's-
I probably would have done too.
It wasn't even that loud. I mean, it was like, yeah, and then they attack.
Yeah, because they're like deers on.
Headlights.
Exactly.
So,
So, yeah.
then they get attacked, and basically they kill them. The one girl,
Well, they were in
Trish,
a
is
really
kind of
tough
hidden.
time.
You don't know where she's at.
Yeah, you could. I knew Trish was so dead.
Yeah, but did you think that she was going to be in
No,
trouble
I-
when she climbed over that wall earlier? Remember when they
Oh,
were like stuck?
uh,
I was like,
she's
oh
dead.
shit, because me and you called it last week. Trish is screwed.
Yeah, Trish was toast from.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
get-go.
she's not on the cover.
I think I said adios, Trish. Episode
and
1.
she's not on the cover, so you know, sorry, some
Yeah.
shit's going to happen.
But anyway, so Trish goes, she climbs over, and then all of a sudden she sprains her ankle, and I'm like, this is where they kind of tricked me, because she's like, I just sprained my ankle, and I'm like, yeah, right, somebody bit your ankle. But then they like bandage her up, and it's like no
bit.
bleeding whatsoever. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Trish, you might make it to episode 3.
Yeah.
And then Ellie was like, oh, F. Holy F, she's been bit.
Yeah. So then they leave the museum. She's doing that, and they get to where they're supposed to be. And, like, the truck is empty, and they're like, what is going on
Thrown
here?
amok.
And then when they get inside, they realize Trish has been bit. And the plan that they had has gone to shit because everyone they were supposed to deliver Ellie to has died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One turned zombie. I mean, if one of your... And it's a fresh zombie. The longer they're zombie, the more they're going to be difficult to kill. If one guy just turned zombie, that should be pretty easy to kill.
Oh, yeah, I'm very confused by how he took out the whole
And
squad.
he killed like 8 of them. And they were all like lined up in a circle,
Yeah.
which I thought was weird. I
And
don't
how
know
does
that happened.
everyone die?
Yeah,
There's got to be one person that lives to tell the tale.
the zombie. Mm-hmm. And then they all live to tell the tale as part of the hive mind, because they like shot that one guy, and then they all like.
Oh yeah, so
That's pretty
they
sick.
find out Trish is like, "Hey, we got to continue this mission, Joel. I ain't going back. That's not my home." And he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And then they find out Trish is bit, so she's screwed.
Yeah.
And then this zombie comes to life, and Joel shoots it in the head, and then all the zombies become aware because of that interconnection of the fungus shit she was talking about earlier. And so now they got 1,000 zombies wake up to come attack the Capitol. And then you know exactly what's going to happen. Trish is going to give her life and let them escape.
Ugh.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
so first of all,
disgusting.
if she didn't set that shit on fire, I would have
been
freaked
pissed.
out.
Yeah, you know it was gonna
So
happen.
but she's like pouring gasoline and throwing grenades, and then
Everybody's always dramatic with the Zippo lighter in those situations.
okay, well, riddle me this. I was like, why didn't you keep a grenade?
Huh?
Why didn't you keep a grenade and throw the grenade?
Oh, very true.
So she
that's
take-
not nearly as dramatic.
Yeah, so she gets.
Plus, she couldn't make out with the mushrooms.
that was gross. Why did they show that?
I know. Like, I was disgusted.
It was like Avatar.
Dude, just do it after. I'll clean it for you, Hudson. Damn. I'll clean it for you. I just, like, you're making a lot of noise over there, pal. I'm sorry.
Then she French kisses a zombie
Huh?
who gets all up in her tongue like an
Yeah,
avatar.
I was
Ponytail.
gratefully disturbed.
What are they
Deserved.
doing when they're French kissing? Like, are they eating your brains? Are they classic zombie
I think they're just
brain eaters?
passing the mushroom on to you.
So they
Like I
they have
said, the
no
fucking-
interest in eating you. Do these zombies not have any interest in eating you, or do they have to eat anything?
I don't think they eat anything.
So they just want to grow the fungus.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want everything to be them. I think they said something like that in like the first episode.
Ah.
But it's weird because you always see people in zombie movies like more and more messed up. Like they got their whole gut eaten before they turn zombie. Or like they're missing a leg, or like their
Yeah.
face is half bit off. Like zombies eat faces.
Well, we call them zombies, but I saw an interview, like a meme of an interview with Pedro Pascal and the girl, and they're
Yeah.
getting interviewed, and he says something, and he calls them like fungal infected.
Yeah, I'm
so-
sure they
and he
got
goes,
it.
"You notice how I didn't say zombies?" And she goes, "Oh, they're gonna love that."
Yeah.
So like, I don't think that these are
I'm sure the gamers,
zombies.
I call them mushroom zombies, which I think is fair. And
Yeah.
then zombies are just real zombies.
What is a zombie? What classifies a zombie?
Mushroom zombies are zombies, but zombies are not mushroom zombies.
What is a zombie?
Something bad.
Oh my god. I would just say, I don't know, like
Something
someone who
hot or
died and
something.
came back to life, and then eats brains.
Maybe, yeah. I think it's got something to do with your brain being a little bit hodgepodged, something taking over your brain, such as a virus or a fungi.
No, these aren't zombies technically. Zombies are like dead people that come back to life. These are
No, but zombies also start from some sort of virus, some sort of like
maybe
patient zero.
what classifies a zombie is what I'm trying to figure out. But I think it's you die and you come back.
Okay.
These are fungal infected freaks.
Fungal infected freaks.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
So now Joel and the girl are off on a mission all on their own. And now they're trying to go, I guess, west.
Why aren't they are going west because that's where the next bunker is, and then they're gonna be dead, and then Joel's gonna die, and then Ellie's gonna find.
Joel's not
somebody
going to die.
else.
This is going to be a multi-series show.
For Ellie.
No, after the Hudson
I
hate,
just don't know, huh?
after the hate, the Hudson hate, I said. I mean, no, people
Hudson
don't like her. People love Pedro Pascal. All right, so our big theory is you think this is that he's dying, and I don't.
I think she's gonna live, and she's just gonna keep meeting new people along the way.
Oh, I
R.I.P.
think
Joel.
he's totally the main character. He's probably the character you play in the video game.
I feel like there's a lot of main characters that die in the first season. Ned Stark.
That was
kinda
because
thought
there
he was
was
the main
20 characters. This
in
only
the first
follows
season.
2 people.
Yeah, as of now, they're gonna introduce people that are in the video game. They're gonna link up, and then all of a sudden, we're not gonna need Joel anymore.
I guarantee he survives.
I'm sure they'll try and keep him.
I bet
on
he
as long
looks
as
like he's
possible.
gonna
I'm sure
die,
they
and
love
then
Pedro Pascal.
she hooks him up with a vaccine of her own blood.
Oof.
It
That
could
could
even
make
look
sense.
like he's gonna die at the very end, and then they save him. But he'll be here for season 2.
All right, I'm saying he's dead. I think he's getting Ned Stark at the end of this season.
I just don't think that would make any sense.
Who knows? We just need somebody else to take his spot. Somebody with as much camera presence as Pedro Pascal, which is tough. He's got so much camera presence.
Mm-hmm.
But that's episode 2, I guess. I mean, this is a short one.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. What do you got?
Oh wow.
What? What am I supposed to have?
I guess nothing. I have. We can do a segment.
What's that?
I guess we could call it. I was just gonna say to discuss something that happened in your week. It could be called Night Week, Weeknight. I mean, because I had a good one. I also thought of one that was classic for you that you've already talked about that I've heard. Yours could the guy from work.
Huh?
You should talk about the guy at your work meeting.
Oh, the farter?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man, you made that confusing. The one that told the story, and I didn't know.
I think your brain's
What
just
if
gone to
this guy-
zombie. I mean,
what
that
if-
was obvious.
What if this guy watches our podcast?
I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous.
Oh man. Okay, so anyways, this guy I was at this safety class, and it was a 10-hour class, and every break this guy would go grab a cup of coffee, sit down. Then about every 15 minutes he would mosey on down to a bathroom about 30 feet away from the meeting, and then close the door, and then you just sit there in silence. And the first time it was kind of a shocker because this dude just like blew up the bathroom. It was crazy. And then like it just kept
How many
happening
people
over
are in
and
the
over
work
again.
meeting?
15.
And
like, he just
everyone
kept-
could just hear him in the bathroom?
like every sound he made. I think he thought he had more security than he thought he did, but
How often did it happen?
4 times in like 8 hours.
What was the class doing?
Acting like it didn't happen. I mean, we're adults. I was just
what-
like, I just tucked my head.
Oh, you were laughing.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Had to. What was yours?
oh, okay. I don't know if you saw this, and I forgot to talk about it. Last Sunday, I went to Carrabba's. Did you hear about that?
I did.
And I walked in, there's a wait, and I go, holy shit, Tay, that's John Voight. And
I would
Petrie...
not have known his name. Isn't
I-
that Angelina Jolie's dad?
Yeah,
We
I
just
knew it.
talked about both of them.
Yeah, so I go, wow, holy shit, that's John Voight in Petrie City, Carrabba's. And then I go, oh my god, that's Shia LaBeouf.
Have you seen what he's doing in Atlanta?
Yeah, he's filming some, like, transgender.
Greek goddess thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was like, we have Louise with us, and we, like, check in. I go, sit down right next to Shia LaBeouf. And he goes, or no, I'm sitting next to John Voight, and there's not room for me and Taylor. And he goes, come on, scooch over, make some room. And I'm like, oh, thank you very much. And then they get,
John Voight.
yeah, then he's like,
Say that.
no, that was Shia LaBeouf who made room for us, who I've heard gets a bad rap, but I have a
Love
great experience with the guy.
Yeah.
And he goes to John Voight, he's like, scooch over, John. And he's like, why? And he's like, to make some room.
John said that.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool dude too, but he just seems pretty old in person.
Yeah.
Older than I imagined. And then they got seated, and before he left, Shia LaBeouf goes, God bless your baby, by the way. So Louise has
Thank
been
you.
God blessed by Shia
Did he
LaBeouf.
touch Lou?
I don't think he touched Louise.
Like, that'd be cool.
She was in her
Like,
little...
Father, Son, Holy Ghost
No, he didn't do that. He
Over
just
the
said, God
baby?
bless your baby.
with his hands like that.
God,
That's so Shia
God bless
LaBeouf.
your baby. So Shia LaBeouf has blessed my baby. God blessed it.
That,
And then later that week, I went to the golf course and I saw Will Smith.
huh?
Not the actor. He played for the Atlanta Braves. He's from Noonan.
That's way cooler than the other Will Smith.
Yeah, so...
Oh no, actually, I don't really want to meet either of them. But your story was a lot better than mine. I'm glad I went first, so I just had the office farter.
I mean, if you told it like you were telling earlier, you got no enthusiasm today. You look like you're about to fall asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That story was much funnier when I heard it the first time.
Hey, well.
All right.
Sorry. I had my roommate washing dishes in my head, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't,
Was me doing chores too much for you to handle?
Yeah, bro.
That was tiring for you?
All right.
This is called the last inches.
The
The
what?
last game. We're going to see who can get the tape measure as far away before it breaks.
Pretty impressive.
From the viewers that are just watching, I'm at 115 inches right now. 10 feet.
What do you want to watch next?
130 inches. I don't know. You were talking about that, like,
I hear it's classic.
the
Woodstock 99.
therapy show. Oh.
Oh, that's good too. But I'm talking about either as a next movie or
Probably need to be a movie, right?
Woodstock 99 is a 3-episode documentary. And it's about like trying to remake Woodstock in 1999. And it's like a bunch of punk rock people.
Yeah.
It sounds hilarious.
The one you told me to watch
And
didn't look good
nuts.
at all. It was like about like therapy sessions.
Oh, I think that's gonna be good. It's made by the same people as Ted Lasso.
Nah.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV. It's got Jason Segel and
I do
Harrison.
like Jason
Is it Harrison Ford?
That's Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was him or not. So that's gonna slap, I think.
You already passed 130?
130.
That seemed.
134.
Alright, that's fine. Seemed pretty cheap to me, but
Would you rather watch Woodstock 99, 3-part documentary that's like 45 minutes each, or Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, we can watch that next.
Alright, sounds good. I think we should start, actually, let's just say farewell. Adieu. See ya.
Adios.